Today on Garage Insider TV with Lou Santiago, he answers your questions. Round 3. Be sure to like and subscribe. Lou, now.
Hey everybody, Lou Santiago, and you know what? It's that time of the month. Questions and answers. And we got a doozy. Well, a few doozies. More than one question. We got lots of stuff. Our first one comes from Jeff Altman from Facebook. Decent show. Lots of unnecessary footage showing boring little tidbits of process. The producer announcer used to be a used car salesman, has got to go though. He sounds like a used car salesman and looks like a midget pro wrestler and talks ridiculously slow. Really, really annoying. Hopefully the show gets better and things speed up a tad. Get rid of Ric Flair. Announcer, producer. Jeff, I'm sorry to break the news to you, but you're going to be seeing more of Ric Flair. We got a surprise just for you. And the other thing is, I'm not trying to be an ass about this, but the bottom line is, my philosophy is, every day a kid or a guy or a girl wakes up and wants to change the intake manifold on their car or change the rear end or whatever it is. And they may not have someone in their family or someone that they're close to help them or show them how to do that. So we're going to leave all the tidbits of process in. You can always fast forward it. It's just that simple, man. I'm doing this for one sole purpose, to teach and spread the whole thing about cars around. That's just where I'm at. So sorry if that's not the answer you want, and be ready for the midget Ric Flair. Or we're going to call him Ginger Flair. Lou, I'm doing floor pans in my 85 Mustang, Fox body. I don't feel I'm skilled enough to fit and butt weld them in. I was planning on lap welding with weld through primer, about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch, overlap. And 100% welding on both sides, then grind the welds down, skim it with seam sealer. Since cars are basically lap welded from the factory already, it seems like an acceptable method. If done correctly, yes. Opinion, thank you. Mitchell Berry. Now, Mitchell, if that's what your skill level's at, that's fine. Lap weld it. Just make sure that it's really sealed up good, because you got to remember, when you do the lap weld, you're giving it a place to rust. Weld through primer will seal it for a while, but you need to make sure that you do it right. My other suggestion is, after you do that, start practicing with your welding. If you need be, use a 110 machine. A lot of the new machines are inverter machines, and down in that lower amperage, they're pretty stable. So either way, you need to start practicing, because once you do your floor pans, you, my friend, learn how to weld. You'll be able to do a lot more things. And that's why I always say, if you're going to build cars, you need to learn how to weld. You never know. Next week, you might be telling me, hey, I'm going to build control arms. Oh, Vince Vajima. Love the Zappa reference. Watch out where the Huskies go. Don't you eat that yellow snow. Another good one by Zappa is Bobby Brown. Hey there, people, I'm Bobby Brown. They say I'm the cutest boy in town. My car is fast, my teeth are shiny. I tell all the girls they can kiss my hiney. I'm not going to go into the rest. Copyright infringement. Lou, I'm wondering, what are you doing for replacement floor pans? They only make 4 individual patch panels, and I know they make the floor braces, but not under the seat area. Are you planning a custom making some? I'm curious, because I've had a 58 for years, and I've always wished they made a full floor pan. That's 409 Adam C. Adam, I got a welding machine and a plasma cutter. Guess what, baby? We're all in it. We're going balls deep and making a whole new floor. Go Lou. BTW, by the way, I'm guessing. Are you slimming down a little, or are my eyes getting wider? Kevin Phillips, your eyes are getting wider because you're not Trisha Takanawa, Asian reporter from Family Guy. But I will tell you this, I've dropped 40 pounds. It's getting close to Speedo weather. I've got to get to work on my 47 Ford pickup. Nice truck. My brother told me it might be the wrong thing, but start doing something with it. I'm slowly starting to see what he means. Depression is a bitch. I'd like to get in the mood and work. in the cold, and work on it in the cold. Woo! Thanks for posting, Lou. Buzz, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care if it's cold out. If you need that truck for therapy, you need to do that truck. Make a tent, get some kind of a carport, something, enclose it, do whatever you got to do to build that truck. One, it's a cool truck. Two, if it's cold out, don't stay locked up inside unless you got a basement, and then you can move a welder down there, really annoy your wife, and start welding stuff. Who knows? Maybe you could get into art. You could get a planishing hammer and start making little roses out of steel. As long as you're doing something so your mind is occupied. That's what's important, my friend. Why does the Kia need a valve for oil drain? Trucker Daddy, aka John in Quebec. Trucker Daddy. Now let me get something straight here. Hold on. Lee, is Trucker Daddy the guy with the long name?
Yeah.
Okay, so from now on, you're Trucker Daddy. We're not going, Roscoe, Villanueva, John C. We're not doing that. It's Trucker Daddy from here on out. Everybody else, Trucker Daddy. Remember that. And he's in Quebec, eh? So that means he speaks a little bit of French, probably. I'm going to leave that alone. The reason why we put the valve on there, Trucker Daddy, is simple. It just makes it easier because a common problem that you're finding now when you're in the industry is a lot of these oil change places, man, if they put that drain plug down and all of a sudden they grab the wrong one because it's on a shelf with 3 or 4 others and they just ram it in there, now you got a problem. And they're not going to say, oops, I screwed up. They're going to make it tight and they're going to send you down the road. This way, it just avoids a potential problem because that's exactly what happened to Monday Morning Race's Kia. The plug was stripped, if you remember correctly. I got it out, so we had to fix it. So why buy a new oil pan when you have the ability to fix it? And besides, you probably have one on your truck, and if you don't, you should. Because you know what? Who wants to drop like 7 gallons of oil? It would be so much better if he stopped using the old TV format. The voiceover dude needs to, dude needs to go. Less editing, more content. It's working well for tons of people with half the skill and personality of Lou. It makes me sad. Eric Larson. Eric, I'm really sorry that it makes you sad. But here's the deal. The old TV format works for what I'm doing. If you saw it from the beginning, there's a reason why I'm doing it this way. And you're right, there's a lot of people with half the skill I have that are doing way better than I am. But you know what? I don't care about them. I'm doing what I do because what I do works. Remember, there's 100 different ways to do something. This just happens to be my way. Yeah, I don't care what it costs. I need that Lou sniffing shirt. Put me down for 20 or so I can wear him like Ben Matlock, like the Ben Matlock suit. That's awesome, the Matlock reference. Tom Campbell, I'm going to have to get some shirts. I think I'm going to get the one, where like that guy, El Presidente, not the orange guy with the comb over, the other one with his hands on his shoulders sniffing. I think we'll do something like that. I think it shows a little bit more, well, dare I say, class. God, this is a long one. Rad GGS. Whew, you're writing a novel. Question answered. After being at the top of the Chevrolet line, starting as an option in 1950, the Bel Air left us in 1975. Oh, this is from when we did the Del Rey project, the Nomad, the whole Nomad thing. Okay, I'm with you now. So it's not a question. This is the answer. 1975, as a low price B body. Also starting as an interior upgrade on the 53 150 Chevrolets. The Del Rey died as a model at the end of 58. Now the Nomad was a 53 prototype as a Corvette. 2 were made as real drivers. The production Nomad began in 1955 two-door wagon, which lasted as a two-door wagon for the Tri-5s 56 and 57, but continued through 61 as a 4-door wagon, full B-body style. You're right. There's more. I've learned to drive on a 3-pedal on a 71 400 3-speed Nomad on the tree. The 3-speed on the tree Nomad, I'm sorry. The Nomad had a 5-year run through 68 to 72 as a 4-door base Chevelle, not to be confused with the 2-door Chevelle 300 wagon. Rad GGS, you forgot one. Just one. There was actually a van, I believe it ran from 1978 to 1986. It was called the Nomad van. They labeled it as a sport van. It was a full-size van. As a matter of fact, there was a fireman in New York, I believe he was in a house in Brooklyn, who had one. He passed away on 9/11. But good answer, though. All kinds of stuff on back order these days. I'm thankful for another video, so soon. Great work, MMR and Lou. Big Block is gonna, the Big Block. The Big Block is really gonna make that wagon haul the groceries. If you left the majority of the floor and patched the front passenger pan, lay to the rear pan, like you suggested. CF Mechanic, CF Mechanic, we've had conversations before, and I'm just telling you, I get a little carried away with the plasma cutter, so if I need a little extra bracing, that's why I got a welding machine, because I'm too dumb to be scared. I've loved your show since going way back to Muscle Car. Wow, you've been watching them a long time. The one thing I was shown when you check your push rod length is to use a light spring so you don't bend the push rod, so you don't bend the checking push rod. They're not meant for heavy spring pressure. Richard McClanahan, you are right, Richard, but here's the deal. I don't have a valve spring compressor. It's at home, and I didn't bring it, and we really wanted to shoot, so I just took my time, but we got through it. But you are 100% correct. You should use a lighter valve spring for you guys who don't know that, and I didn't have the stuff. But I felt it was still important to do it and get through the show. And, I don't have a problem admitting that I did it wrong, but we still got to the end product. So we're okay, but you are correct. You can bend that test push rod. So you guys keep that in mind. Richard's right. Shane Wright, thumbs up. That's all he's saying. I could watch Lou read a phone book. Anyway, great explanations. Gearhead Tour, and they're a YouTube channel. You know what? Here's the thing, Gearhead Tour. I couldn't find a phone book, but I got something better. Truck bed liner. Put on my old man eyes. Oh, I can see it. Contains crystalline silica, xenon zinc. Contents are flammable. Vapors cause flash fires. Keep away from heat. Vapors cause flash fires. I should have said that a little bit more dramatically, but here we go. During use, and what? During use and until all vapors. Wow. So this stuff is like really crazy. Now let me start over here. Here we go. Vapors may cause flash fires. Keep away from sparks, open flames during use and until all vapors are gone. Keep area ventilated. So there you go. I think that says it all. But I think a phone book would be better. So I'm going to go on a quest. Gearhead Tour, thank you. And that's it. And you know what? You guys stay tuned because I'm going to drop some stuff in from MMR, Monday Morning Racer. Just so you guys know. Little couple things. And we're going to sprinkle in some other pictures so you can see what's going on with the Del Rey. And we have parts coming in verified for the Slow Bourbon. So we're picking up steam.
Cars and Coffee from Roxborough, North Carolina on Monday Morning Racer, a video linked on the end card of this video. As you can see, Lou has been working on the Del Rey, and next week we'll have an update on that project as well as the Chevelle. Until next time, stay inside the garage.